Number 8 playoff performance of all time, Kurt Warner rams the Vikings in 1999.
He was stocking shelves. This is like a legitimate thing. Like, he was working at a supermarket. He was also in the Arena Football League. And then all of a sudden, he's a superhero in the NFL. Out of nowhere. The Rams were nothing and no one before Kurt Warner and that whole Greatest Show on Turf came along. And then all of a sudden, they exploded into this you can't miss them production.
Touchdown Rams. Unreal.
Our number 8 playoff performer led the Greatest Show on Turf to a 13-3 record before facing a dominant Vikings team only a year removed from the NFC Championship game.
Once the playoffs started, you're like, okay, this is going to be it. This is when he's going to get exposed. The story's going to... It was a nice run.
Come on, King!
Almost immediate. Warner drops back.
Looks over the middle. Throws.
Boom, right across the middle. Hits Ike Bruce. Gone. 77-yard touchdown. You're like, whoa. And then the Rams get the ball back. Boom, Marshall Falk.
He's at the 40, 35, 30. That's right, 25, 20, 15. Coming right again to the 10. Heading to the outside, 5. End zone.
41-yard touchdown. You're like, oh my God, like this is really a thing.
That's where Kurt Warner elevated from cute regular season story to legit playoff quarterback. And he ends up throwing for what? 5 touchdowns and 391 yards in that game.
Great pass. You gotta love it.
By the way, the Rams hadn't been in the playoffs for a decade. And here's Kurt Warner blowing up for 5 touchdowns to 5 different receivers, by the way.
He's throwing it to absolute nobodies. It's like, hey, Tucker, Robinson, Roland Williams. He was like Oprah. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. Like everybody, you're watching this team and you're like, this isn't a joke.
Everybody scores in this offense. Everybody. Defensive ends, D-backs, tackles, running backs, tight ends. God. This is spectacle. It's a spectacle.
That day, that will always be my lasting memory of the Greatest Show on Turf. They were just unstoppable, and Warner was at the top of his game that day. I've never seen him play better.
Touchdown Rams. Warner just drills that in. Boy, it looked easy.
I honestly do not think we can be stopped.
I just think his performances were incredible, but there weren't enough of them. I think everybody loved him because he was like just everybody's favorite son. Women and children loved him, little kids. Can I get a hug? He was so nice and so friendly. He's lucky he got rated. I think there were way better performances.
That game really doesn't give enough credit when people talk about great performances because Kurt Warner was just barely a thing.
When we talk about the American dream and how we all see ourselves one day achieving greatness in sports, he did that. He did the improbable.